Greetings, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss a new topic, valuation of shares. As you all know about the calculation of present value of money as well as the valuation of bonds, it will be easy for you to understand this area. And first of all, we are going to discuss about intrinsic value of equity share. Intrinsic value of equity share is calculated by considering the time value of money. Intrinsic value of equity share can be defined as the present value of all future cash inflows from the share discounted at an appropriate discount rate. The discount rate can be expected return from the share. Okay, so the future cash inflows that arise from the ownership of a share are, first one is expected or estimated annual dividend, and the second one is expected or estimated sales proceeds at the end of the holding period. Okay, these inflows are estimated and are discounted by the investor's expected rate of return to find the present value. Okay, then the aggregate present value of estimated cash inflows represent the intrinsic value of the share. So there are different methods for calculating intrinsic value of an equity share, and the first model is dividend discount model of valuation of equity share. This method is based on the assumption that intrinsic value of an ordinary share can be determined by capitalizing the future dividend inflows using an appropriate rate of discount. And there are different dividend discount models. Okay, the first among them is single period valuation. That is the first method under dividend discount model is single period valuation. Okay, suppose an investor intends to buy an equity share and hold it for 1 year and sell the share after 1 year. The model applicable is single period model. Okay, if the holding period is 1 year and the share is selling after 1 year, the best method or model which can be applied is single period model. Okay, or the model applicable is single period model. And in such case, we can calculate intrinsic value of the share by using this equation, that is P0 is equal to D1 divided by 1 plus K raised to 1 plus P1 divided by 1 plus K raised to 1. That means D1 plus P1 divided by 1 plus K raised to 1. Where D1 means dividend at the end of the first year, P1 is the market price of the share after 1 year, and K is the discount rate. Okay, here the period is only 1 year, that is the holding period is only 1 year. That's why we are using dividend at the end of the first year and the maturity price at the end of the first year. Okay, and this equation can be rewritten as P0 is equal to D1 into present value factor K rate first year plus P1 into present value factor K rate first year. Here we are calculating the present value of dividend, then we are adding it with present value of selling price. Okay, then we will get the total present value of all cash inflows, then that will be the intrinsic value of the share. So let's go through an example. The question is, suppose an investor intends to buy an equity share and hold it for 1 year. Here it is an equity share and hold it for 1 year, expecting to receive a dividend of rupees 2 per share and to sell the share at rupees 21 after the end of the year. How much he would pay for the share today if the rate of return received by the investor is 15%? Okay, that is the question. Here the holding period is 1 year and dividend is rupees 2 per share, and it is selling at a price 21, that is selling price P1, and the rate of return is 15%, that is K is 15%. So we have available, we know all the informations for applying the equation directly. That is, dividend is 2, selling price is 21, and rate of return is 15%. So the equation for calculating intrinsic value is, intrinsic value of equity share is P0 is equal to D1 into present value factor K 1 year plus P1 into present value factor K 1 year. Okay, here the dividend is 2 and the present value rate of return is 15%. So we are calculating the present value from the present value factor from the present value table at the rate of 15 in first year. Then we will multiply that present value factor with 2 and also with 21, and we are adding the present values of 21 and 2. Then we will get intrinsic value. So the present value factor at 15% in first year is 0.8696. So we are multiplying this with rupees 2 plus present value factor 15%, 1 year is equal to 0.8696. Then we are multiplying this with 21 also. Then the total is, that means 2 into 0.8696 plus 21 into 0.8696. Then we will get 20 rupees as intrinsic value of this share. Okay, so this is about single period valuation. Thank you.